भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ श्री भगवान् सत्य साई बाबाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सत्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सत्यधर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भरताय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सत्पुरुषाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सत्यगुणात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् साधुवर्धनाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् साधुजनपोषणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वजनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वसंगपरित्यागिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वान्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् महिमात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् महेश्वरस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तिग्रामोद्भवाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तिश्रेष्ठनिवासिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् ऋषिकायशिरडिवासिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् ज्योति आदिपल्ली सोमप्पाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भरद्वाज ऋषिगोत्राय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् भक्तवत्सलाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् नवान्तरात्मने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अवतारमूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् सर्वभयनिवारणे नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आपस्तम्भसूत्राय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् अभयप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् रत्नाकरवंशोद्भवाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् श्रीसाय वेदशक्ति अवताराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् शंकराय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् श्रीसाई मूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् द्वारकामाई वासिने नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् चित्रावती तटभक्तभक्तिविहारिणे नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् शक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् शरणागतत्राणाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ श्री भगवान् आनन्ददाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आर्तत्राणपरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अनाथनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान असहाय सहायाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान लोकबांधवाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान लोकरक्षापरायणाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान लोकनाथाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान दीनजनपोषणाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान मूर्तित्रय स्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान मुक्तिप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान कर्षविदुराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान करुणाकराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वाधाराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वहृदयवासिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान पुण्यफलप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वपापशेखराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वरोगनिवारिणे नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वबाधहराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अनन्तनुतकर्तनाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आदिपुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आदिशक्तये नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अपरूपशक्तिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अव्यक्तरूपिणे नमः। ओम श्री भगवान कामक्रोधध्वंसिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान कनहाम्बरधारिणे नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अद्भुतचर्याय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आपद्बान्धवाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान प्रेमात्मने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान प्रेममूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री भगवान प्रेमप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान प्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तप्रियाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तमन्दाराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तजनहृदयविहाराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तजनहृदयालयाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तपराधीनाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तिज्ञानप्रदीपाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान भक्तिज्ञानप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सुज्ञानमार्गदर्शकाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान ज्ञानस्वरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान गीताबोधकाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान ज्ञानसिद्धिदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सुंदररूपाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान पुण्यपुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान फलप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान प्राणपुरुषाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अतीताय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान कालातीताय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सिद्धिरूपाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सिद्धसंकल्पाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आरोग्यप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान अन्नवस्त्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान संसार दुःखशेखराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वाभिष्टप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान कल्याणगुणाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान कर्मध्वंसिने नमः। ओम श्री भगवान साधुमांसशोभिताय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वमतसम्मदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान साधुमांसपरिशोधकाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान साधुभानुग्रहप्रतिष्ठापकाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सकल संशयहराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सकल तत्वबोधकाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान योगीश्वराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान योगीन्द्रवन्दिताय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वमंगलकराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सर्वसिद्धिप्रदाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आवनिवारिणे नमः। ओम श्री भगवान आर्तिहराय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान शांतमूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री भगवान सुलभप्रसन्नाय नमः। ओम श्री भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबाय नमः।
जय गणराय श्री गणराय।
जय गणराय श्री गणराय।
जय गणराय श्री गणराय।
जय गणराय श्री गणराय।
जय गणराय श्री गणराय मंगलमूर्ते। जय गणराय श्री गणराय मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदाता सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदाता सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदाता सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदाता सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक मंगलमूर्ति मोरया अष्टविनायक मंगलदायक मंगलमूर्ति मोरया अष्टविनायक मंगलदायक मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा 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 गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा गणपति बप्पा मोरया जय गणराय श्री गणराय जय गणराय श्री गणराय जय गणराय श्री गणराय मंगलमूर्ति मोरया जय गणराय श्री गणराय मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदाता सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदाता सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक मंगलमूर्ति मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा बप्पा मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिंदूरवदना पंकज चरणा गणपति बप्पा मोरया जय गणराय श्री गणराय
Om Shri Sai Ram. On behalf of Merton Sai Centre, I would like to welcome all of you to Easwaramma Day. Every year we celebrate Easwaramma Day on the 6th of May to commemorate the anniversary of Mother Easwaramma, the mother of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Swami has repeatedly emphasized in his discourses that mother is man's first guru. She gives the physical body to him. Besides, she gives man the father. She alone can point the father to the child and draw his love and care towards it. The mother bears, fosters, and folds the child into humanness, and therefore gratitude is due to her first and foremost. This year, the National SSC theme is 100 years of pure love. Today, the teachers and children, with the loving support of their parents, have worked over the last 3 months to put together a divine garland of love for our beloved mother in the form of bhajans, dance and drama.
We shall now begin the program with the opening prayers, which will then be followed by bhajans by some of our Nursery 1 group, aged between 4 and 5, and Nursery 2 children, aged between 5 and 6, together with some of our 6 to 7-year-old Group 1 Year 1 children. The children have put a lot of effort and hard work, and today are offering their dedication, devotion, and love to Swami, celebrating the birth and childhood of Swami through the singing of 2 special bhajans. One dedicated to Mother Easwaramma, followed by the first bhajan that Swami taught to his devotees. Easwaramma was the chosen one. I chose her to be my mother. This is the intimate relationship between Mother Easwaramma and myself. This was the emphatic declaration of Bhagavan on the most auspicious Easwaramma Day, the 6th of May 2001. In no uncertain terms, Swami communicated how lofty, grand, and glorious is the stature of Mother Easwaramma.
Mother Easwaramma truly was a divine effulgence which graced Mother Earth with a sacred mission and purpose by the inscrutable will of the divine, just like Kaushalya, mother of Sri Rama, Devaki, mother of Sri Krishna, or Mary, Christ's mother. She underwent similar agonies and ecstasies, fears and dilemmas, trials and triumphs, and ultimately bliss and beatitude that the divine mothers of years passed through. As a child, Swami was not only precocious, but demonstrated exemplary divine qualities of compassion, forbearance, and generosity, as well as wisdom, which distinguished him from all the children of his age in the village. The divine child was recognized only by the centurion grandfather, Kondamaraju, who discovered, much to his joy and wonder, that the Lord has fulfilled his prayers. Now, we would like to introduce the Nursery 1, Nursery 2, and Group 1, Year 1 bhajans.
Can we have another round of applause for the amazing Bhajan singing? The boy Sathya Raju was miraculous, even as a child. He would take out peppermints and sweets from nowhere for his classmates, who looked at him with awe, wonder, and adoration. They conferred on him the title Guru, as his wisdom was sufficient to command respect from even his teachers. Then came the Annunciation on the 20th of October 1940, at the age of 14, that he, as the reincarnation in the form of Sai Baba, had to respond to the call of his devotees, for whom he had come, and was therefore no more the Satya of his family members. Sathya Sai Baba, as from there on he would be known, sat on a stone block to teach those who had collected around him, and taught to the whole universe the first bhajan, Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, Dustara Bhavasa Garataranam.
We all know that Mother Easwaramma loves children as much as Swami does. Once Mother approached Swami and called, "Swami." Swami replied, "Emi?" meaning what? Mother said, "Swami, children are suffering due to the lack of schools in Puttaparthi. They are walking miles on barefoot. Could you please build a small school?" Swami replied, "Okay, I will see." And Swami established the schools and higher educational institutions around and in the village of Puttaparthi. Swami has said in his discourses that he had established educational institutions, hospitals, and started water projects on the request of Mother Easwaramma.
However, Bal Vikas is not just a program. It is a noble movement that took roots in the year 1968 with the founding of Sri Sathya Sai Mihila Vibhag. Swami instructed Mihila Vibhag in 1969 to start Bala Vihars for the children above 6 years of age, and they were imparted education from the content drawn from ancient scriptures with divine guidance through the methodology of storytelling, enacting plays, and singing bhajan. Bhagavan later changed the name of Balavihar into Bal Vikas in 1971, defining the education system created by him as the system aiming at the blossoming of human excellence. As time passed by, slowly and steadily, the Bal Vikas program, designed by Bhagavan for children between 6 years and 15 years in 3 groups, took shape, and with the formation and expansion of Sri Sathya Sai Seva organization, Bal Vikas spread far and wide. Training modules were developed, research went in deeper, and the program adapted to the country in which the program is being taught, without losing the essentials of the original program. And with Bhagavan's active and continuous guidance, Bal Vikas was crystallized into a 9-year non-formal education system for children, enhancing their learning to become role models in character and also in academic performance.
Swami says, and the parents to sculpt into the image of God, a bud to be helped to blossom in all its divine glory, so that it becomes a worthy offering to God. Sri Sathya Sai Bal Vikas, the program of education in human values, has proved to be the ray of hope for the future, as it promotes that each child is unique, unrepeatable, and a creative being, and when created as such, learns to recognize his or her own wealth and to give respect to all. Sri Sathya Sai Bal Vikas has become a loving catalyst in the development of the personalities, making each one of them who competes in the 9 years program spanning over the formative years of life from 6 to 15 years of age blossom into beautiful flowers in his lovely garden. This now has been extended up to 18 years as the children develop from adolescents to young adults. So program is now 11 years in the UK.
The schools of today provide physical, intellectual and emotional growth of the child. But Sri Sathya Sai Bal Vikas provides all-round development of the child so that he can face the challenges in life with dignity, confidence and strong character. Sri Sathya Sai Bal Vikas aims at inculcating good habits in the child so that he grows up into an ideal citizen, an asset not only to his parents but to the society, nation and world at large. And Swami declared the Sathya Sai mission will continue as long as the sun and moon are there in the cosmos.
In this age of busy lives, competitive world and technological innovations, people are finding hard to find time for the essential things like eating, sleeping, praying and etc. Some parents may be wondering, is SSC relevant in the modern age? Is it worth spending time in bringing our children to SSC classes? On this memorable occasion of Swami's 100th year, let us see how Merton SSC Group 1, 2 and 3 girls continue the celebration of Swami's life that they began on last year's Easwaramma Day, here in the Sai Mandir on the 6th of May 2025. The story now continues. I would like to welcome the Group 1, 2 and 3 girls of Merton Sai Centre to perform their wonderful play about Easwaramma.
We, the children of Merton Sai Centre, are here to present the life and times of our beloved Swami, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba.
In 2024, we embarked on a journey to broadly depict his wondrous life story, starting with Golapalli, a place that was renamed Puttaparthi after some remarkable events. This tiny village was blessed to receive a pure divine soul into the world, with events and unusual occurrences leading to Swami's birth.
His childhood days were carefree, yet responsible, the perfect child, an altruistic server even at such a tender age, most caring and loving. This child was loved by all, especially his mother Easwaramma, father Peda Venkamaraju, and his beloved grandfather Kondamaraju and Shubhamma, as well as all his teachers and classmates. The prophetic transformation from Sathya to Sai began with Swami's declaration on the 20th of October 1940, when at the tender age of 14, Satyanarayana Raju declared himself as Sai Baba, the incarnation of Sai Baba of Shirdi.
The life and times of Swami continue in celebration of 100 years of love. While Swami is no longer in his mortal physical form, his legacy of service continues throughout the world, unabated and unstoppable, like the river Ganges flowing, giving life, nourishment and light to all that it touches on its journey to the mighty ocean. The saying, "Service to man is service to God," continues on until the end of time itself. Love is the foundation of service. Love all, serve all. His life of selfless service began at a very tender age, and his legacy lives on. We will present a snapshot of the events in the life of this beautiful and loving embodiment of love, our Swami.
The first prayer that he taught them that day was,
Nenu sayini teliyumu nikkamugana mamata bhayamu yatnamu manukunumu paase naku meetodi deha sambandhaminka kaadu nanpatta mariyette ganunu kaina nenu sayini teliyaganumu. I am Sai Baba. Understand this. This is the final truth. Give up all your efforts to pull me back into Maya. There is no more attachment. There is no more bondage between you and me. Whoever you bring, however great he may be, however reputed he may be, nobody can remove this resolve. Because this is the unshakable truth. I am Sai Baba. Manas bajre Guru Charanam. Manas bajre Guru Charanam. Dustara bhava sagar taranam. Dustara bhava sagar taranam. Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai. Guru Maharaj, Guru Jai. Sainath Satguru Jai Jai. Sathya Sainath Satguru Jai Jai.
A photographer came with a camera to capture this beautiful historical scene playing out in front of him.
Sathya Sai, I would like to take a picture of this extraordinarily beautiful scene, please. I would like to remove that stone in front as it blocks a full view of you.
Go ahead and take the picture. Do not mind the stone. The photographer went ahead to take the photo. When the photo was developed, the stone had become an image of Shirdi Sai Baba. Mother Easwaramma, having composed herself somewhat and despite her grief, her motherly instincts and love for Sathya prompted her to be just a mother to Sathya, even during the profound moment.
My darling Sathya, have you eaten anything?
No, mother, he has not eaten or drunk even a sip of water for the last 3 days.
I must get my child something to eat. Could you please let me use your kitchen? Please?
Of course, mother.
Mother Easwaramma cooked a simple meal and brought the food out to Sai. He took the plate from her, mixed the food all together and made 3 bowls. He put the 3 balls in Mother Easwaramma's hand, beckoning her to feed him. As he took each of the balls of food from her, he made a statement which he repeated 3 times.
Maya has left. Maya has left. Maya has left.
Soon after, Sai stood up to leave. There was a stir in the crowd and Mother Easwaramma was perturbed and restless. She could not bear to see her darling Sathya leaving her.
My darling Sathya, where are you going? Maya has left you. but has not left me at all. Don't go, please. Fine, I do not have objections to you leading a spiritual life. Maybe this is divinely ordained, but whatever it is, I just cannot bear to be away from you. Let us go to our home in Puttaparthi.
Hearing these words patiently, Sathya Sai turned around to face Mother Easwaramma and made a prophetic promise to Mother Easwaramma. And as we all know, he fulfilled that promise in full measure until his Mahasamadhi. Mother, I promise you that I won't leave Puttaparthi. The whole world will have to come here to Puttaparthi to see me.
The family left for Puttaparthi immediately on a bullock cart. In those days, this was a long, arduous journey across many, many villages along the way. A curtain was drawn on the face of Sathya, and a new curtain was raised, welcoming the face of Sai.
Sathya Narayana Raju, who had left Puttaparthi with his brother for higher education, now 14, was returning to Puttaparthi as Sri Sathya Sai Baba, no longer little Sathya, but an incarnation of Sai Baba of Shirdi, with only the mission to serve mankind. News of Sathya Sai Baba and Sathya's declaration had spread rapidly, and there was a reception by a crowd at Puttaparthi.
కురుపై నిలచిన సాయికి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం ప్రేమ కురుపై నిలచిన సాయికి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం జగముల నేలే సద్గురు సాయికి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం ప్రకృతి పృథివీ పులకించ మమతా సమతలు వెలుగొందా మా ప్రేమ కురుపై నిలచిన సాయి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం శిరోజమకుటాధారికి సార్వభౌమ స్వాగతం మందహాసవదనునికి సాదరమైన స్వాగతం ప్రేమను పంచి శాంతిని పెంచే ప్రాణమూర్తికి స్వాగతం ప్రేమను పంచి శాంతిని పెంచే ప్రాణమూర్తికి స్వాగతం భక్తిని ముక్తిని రయమును సంగే కరుణామూర్తికి స్వాగతం మగమ మగమ గమదనిద గమదని సనిద మగమగరిస మగమ మగమ గమదనిద గమదని సనిద మగమగరిస మా ప్రేమ కురుపై నిలచిన సాయి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం.
Right at the start, there was a problem as Perda Venkama Raju's house was too small to cater for the swelling crowds of people coming to take Swami's darshan. Karanam Shubhama, observing this, suggested to Swami,
Swami, if you would consider coming to live in our house, which is larger and more able to cope with all those coming to take your darshan, I will cook and feed all who come. For me, that is the greatest service to you, to those who visit, and to the divine.
Thank you, Mother Shubhama Garu. I come to your house to give darshan to those coming to see me, and I know that you will shower your love and dedication and welcome all who come to seek my help and darshan.
Swami often speaks about her dedicated service, working incessantly from dawn to dusk, cooking and making other arrangements for the hordes of devotees who began to land in Puttaparthi every day. Swami started to feel that he had to do something to relieve Shubhama.
He left one fine day, crossed the river and went to the caves near Janakampally village and stayed there.
Swami, I cannot bear to see you alone in this cave. I am going to stay with you and look after you whilst you are here. What would you do about food, Swami?
Don't worry, Krishna Maharaju. Do you think Mother Easwaramma and Mother Shubhamma will be comfortable? Just wait and watch.
Dear Shubhamma, my dear Swami is now in the caves, and I don't know what he is eating for the whole day before he comes home in the evening.
Don't worry, dear Easwaramma. Will I allow our dear Swami to go without food? I know he feels that he is taxing me too much with cooking when he is here, but for me, this service comes so naturally, and I do it for the love of Swami and his devotees. I take a variety of foods to him every day across the river to Janakampally.
One day, on one of her visits to the cave,
Swami, why do you want to spend your time here in the cave? Come and stay in our hut in Puttaparthi if you do not want to come to our house. We will reconstruct and renovate it.
Thank you, Mother. Bless you. I am so grateful. Yes, I will do that.
Shubhamma diligently renovated the hut for Swami's stay, and he stayed there for 5 years. This place continued to be referred as Padamandiram, and Swami spent 5 glorious years there. It is also the venue which witnessed some incredible miracles from Swami, which he stopped when he moved to a larger, newer mandir called Prashanti Nilayam on the 23rd of November 1950.
We will look at some of these precious miracles, now preserved in those glorious times when Swami was at Padamandiram. Each day was incredibly exciting, as each day was different, and no one knew what to expect from Swami's loving, playful, yet meaningful Leelas in these evening walks. Such was and still is the love of Sai. The experiences during the Padamandiram days were precious, numerous, different and profound. Some of the recorded Leelas include:
During the days of Padamandiram, the daily routine started with Suprabhatam, and in the evening was the high point when all the devotees and Swami walked a distance of 1 kilometer to the banks of the Chitravati river, carrying mats, musical instruments, lanterns, food and Arati materials.
We all walked with Swami as a group to the Chitravati when the sun went down and the moon and the stars were up in the sky. Some of us held onto his robe, some his hand, and some would chat with Swami.
Sometimes during the walk, Swami would suddenly disappear, and we go in all directions looking for him. We looked up into the trees, we looked behind the tree trunks, we even looked into snake pits, but no sign of Swami. When we got so tired of looking, we called out, "Oh Swami, where are you?" As soon as we called out, the sweet and loving Swami jumps up from behind a tree, playfully laughing.
"Boo! Here I am!"
We will all be wonderstruck and yet laugh along with him, forget everything and just follow him. We sing, dance and chit-chat just like the Gopas and Gopis enjoyed the playful yet meaningful company of Krishna.
Sometimes Swami will be on the highest branch of the tallest tree, and when we have a thought, how did he get himself up there? Just as suddenly he would be standing right in front of us, laughing away.
Randomly, he would pluck the leaves of a tamarind tree and place them into a hat. And miraculously, these leaves would transform into govas and sugar cane.
Sometimes he will pick up a stone from the road and throw it into the air, and it turned into sugar candy.
There was always, without fail, a sense of newness about these experiences. While they were undoubtedly exciting, as we never knew what to expect, there was always a deep knowing that this was the play of the divine. Our blessing of being right here, spending these beautifully blissful evenings with the embodiment of love itself, our Swami.
Just before the sands of the Chitravadi river, there stands the now famous tree, Kalpavriksha, or the wish-fulfilling tree, close to the Chitravadi. This is actually a tamarind tree, and many Leelas occurred around this legendary tree, which still stands today.
There was a huge boulder under the Kalpavriksha, which could seat at least 200 people. Swami will jump up and pluck the leaves of this tamarind tree and give each of us a leaf.
Now keep your palms closed and now open.
When we opened our palms, we would each find different things in each of our palms. Amazing! Like sugar candy, peppermint, and so on.
Close your palms again and open it.
When we did that and opened our palms again at his command, we would find tamarind leaves again on our palms. We were always astounded, and soon after this, we always moved to the sands of the Chitravadi, where Swami's Leelas reached its peak every single day.
We spread out mats on the sands of the Chitravadi and sat surrounding Swami. We sang bhajans and listened to Swami's discourses. Soon after, we saw Swami starting to make a sandcastle, a heap of sand from which he poured out hot, steaming ghee-filled Mysore pak and other fresh sweets, and gave some to each of us. The tastes of all these dishes were beyond this world and could never be replicated in any kitchen. The miracle was that none of the food items had even a speck of sand in them. And although the sweets had fresh, sticky ghee, Swami's hands would be dry and clean, and there would not be a need to wipe his hands after serving us.
Along with food, he also pulled out rosaries, 5 alloyed or Panchaloka idols, or sometimes other precious stone idols of Ganesha, Narayana, Krishna, and more. Once, Swami gave Mrs. Vijay Kumari's mother an idol of Lord Ganesha with an unusually short trunk.
Swami, thank you for this invaluable gift. But could I ask, why is Lord Ganesha's trunk so short?
This is just for you to do prayers, tapasya, and abhishekam every day, and you will see the trunk growing. This is a ritual just for you to perform.
These Leelas, whilst appearing to be miracles and laughter, were in effect specific spiritual remedials given to each and every soul for their spiritual growth and welfare. Such is the love of the divine. Once, when the group were at the sands of the Chitravadi, Swami suddenly said,
"Oh look all, look there, Nagasai is coming to visit."
We all thought that Nagasai was a person, and we were all looking towards the shore for a person. But Swami said,
"Look carefully, in that direction."
And to our shock, we saw a gigantic snake coming towards us. This was no ordinary snake. It looked like the Adi Shesha, the serpent on whom Lord Vishnu is depicted reclining on. It was so huge and immense that we could not even see its end. That is, we could not even see its tail. It slithered forward. As it came forward a little more, Suddenly, its head changed to the face of Swami, beautiful like the sparkling moon. We were mesmerized, however. Still, a snake is a snake, and we were still afraid. What a miracle indeed!
Swami, we are all afraid. Please, please, make it go away.
Go now, Nagasai.
And suddenly, that snake disappeared. The memory of this incredible Leela is very much etched in our memories.
Over time, Swami went beyond mere materializations. One day, when we were walking towards the Kshetravatthi, Swami suddenly disappeared. We were all starting to disperse to look for him, but this time we all heard a clap and heard Swami's voice in the air. It was 6 p.m. in the evening, and the sun was setting, bringing a beautiful orange-red light hue to the atmosphere, but the sky was filled with dark clouds.
I am on top of the hill. Look up. Look at me. I will show you the sun.
We were all wondering, how was Swami going to bring the sun up, which had already set? Suddenly, we saw the rays of the sun rising behind Swami's head, which completely cleared the skies, bringing back the blue sky and white clouds. Swami was bathed in the lustrous light of the sun, and the rays turned red and started to exude heat, and it started to get very hot.
Swami, it is too hot! And as soon as we said that, the rays subsided, and the twilight hues of the atmosphere with dark clouds returned.
I shall now show you the moon.
As soon as Swami said that, the beautiful white, soft light of a full moon appeared from behind him, cooling the temperatures which were dropping further and further, and all of us started to shiver with the cold. Swami, it's too cold. We were wondering, what next?
Now I shall show you the third eye.
Swami's body suddenly disappeared, but his head spread across the entire sky. Bewildered, we just stared at the sky, and a light appeared on Swami's forehead, and sparks started coming out of his forehead. These sparks continued to gush out. Many watching were confused and started to cry, and some even fainted. Suddenly, Swami appeared in front of us.
What happened? Why are you crying? And why are these people unconscious?
We were completely speechless. We just hugged Swami and cried. The loving Sai Ma just gave so much love and understanding. He assured everyone that everything was alright, and materialized Vibhuti, reviving all those who had fainted. This was indeed a very peculiar feeling. We went back to the Pada Mandiram for bhajans, but felt dizzy, lasting to the next day.
Swami, why are we feeling this way?
You have been doing tapasya for many lives and asking God to grant you the vision and experience of the third eye. That wish has now been fulfilled, and your prayers have been answered. I gave you a darshan of it yesterday. However, you could not even bear to see even the start of it, which has caused your present stage, so I did not show you the full stage of the third eye.
He applied Vibhuti on all of us. And we returned to normal after that.
These spectacular miracles culminated in the Ganges in Pada Mandiram, just before the move to Puttaparthi.
One day, after the bhajans were over, some ladies were all sitting round Swami, stringing flowers into garlands. Along with us, he too was stringing the flowers. At this work, none of the ladies could equal him. Is there any art he's not proficient in? He was making the garlands charmingly thick. He got up suddenly and said,
Come on, come on. Mother Ganga is coming to visit us.
He stood near the huge main gate. After opening the gates, he stood at the center with outstretched hands.
All of you stand back. None of you should go even 1 inch beyond these outstretched hands of mine. See there? Ganga is rushing.
We could see with great ferocity, its waves rising high in the sky. The river was approaching us, fuming and frothing with a roaring noise. It came quite near. Oh God, it may swallow us! We children felt scared. The river came very near to Swami. It was touching the hem of his robe. Except for the roaring water, we could not see any trees or shrubs that were there till then. Sai Ma extended his hand forward and touched the river. The stretch of water under his hands immediately became serene. The river water beyond his outstretched hands was still frighteningly turbulent. Swami glanced at us and said,
Go inside and bring flowers, coconuts, turmeric powder and kumkum.
After we brought them, we offered the flowers, turmeric powder and kumkum to the river goddess. But we were still nervous. Swami broke the coconuts, offered them to Mother Ganga and, keeping his palms on the surface of the river, said,
We are very happy that you came to visit us. Now, please go back, Ganga.
While saying this, he affectionately patted the waves with both his hands. As if placated by his gentle touch, its fury subsided, and it receded completely. We rubbed our eyes and gazed in disbelief in all 4 directions. The river had gone back as suddenly as it had come. Not even a drop of water was seen anywhere around. There were no trace of water on the ground, and even Swami's robe was dry. A great wonder. We were baffled. Because Swami was still standing, we felt worried that the river might come back. The director of these marvelous miracles simply laughed out loud and pointed at his feet.
A beautiful garland of big jasmine flowers was woven around his feet.
All gathered around Swami, mesmerized by what they had just witnessed. He took the garland into his hands, smelled it, and distributed the flowers to everyone. Each jasmine flower was almost the size of a rose and was softer to touch than cotton. Its sweet fragrance soon spread in all directions. We reverentially placed those flowers on our closed eyes and then wore them in our hair. We could not understand this miracle, however hard we tried. And we knew he would be with us always.
enormous round of applause for the wonderful play of the Group 1, 2 and 3 girls.
It is said that there may be a wicked son or daughter, but not a wicked mother. It is because of the noble feelings of the mothers are that sons and daughters to become virtuous, intelligent, attain exalted positions, and earn name and fame. It is the mother who fosters and nourishes you. It is she who knows your choices and preferences, fulfills all your needs. So, be grateful to your mother always. First and foremost, you should show gratitude to your parents. Love them and respect them. Your blood, your food, your head, and your money are all the gifts of your parents. You do not receive these gifts directly from God. All that is related to God is only in direct experience. It is only the parents who you can see directly and experience their love. So, consider your parents as God. God will be pleased and will manifest before you only when you love and respect your parents. Now, we continue the story of Swami's youth and young adulthood with a continuation of the play by the boys from Group 1, 2 and 3 of Merton Sai Centre, which will conclude with all the children gathering on stage to give their final thanks to our beloved Mother Easwaramma and our beloved Swami.
Swami performed many miracles. In addition, Swami gave discourses stressing the Atma. Although he knew that the people listening were not interested, what they wanted was just darshan and the touch and love of the divine. But like a mother, Swami gave the medicine of the knowledge of the Atma, as that is the ultimate cure and medicine for the health of souls.
Swami, what is this? They are poor villagers. Why do you keep talking about Atma, Atma? What are they going to know? They are simply listening to you as they love and adore you, but they do not understand what you are saying.
Kasturi, You are looking at all these people as poor farmers, but I am looking at them as embodiments of Atma. They may not understand it now, but the seed of knowledge which I have now planted into these souls will flower 10 births from now. I look into the future. You look at the shallow present. You don't understand these things now, Kasturi.
Apart from the miracles, bhajans, and discourses, Swami showered love. But no one really realized it when they were in his presence. Only when they were going to leave the Pada Mandiram in Puttaparthi, everyone used to sit and cry. The extent of his love was immeasurable. During the warm summer days, many used to sit under the shade of trees instead of the tin shed roof of the Pada Mandiram.
Come in, all of you. Come away from the trees and sit in this hall where I am.
Why, Swami? It is so hot inside, especially in a crowd and during bhajans. We are very comfortable outside, under the shades of these trees.
You know, my devotees, when bhajans are going on, I am sitting here and I give you darshan and look at you. Whoever I look at directly, all their past karmas are wiped away. Now, do you know why I am asking you to sit here in this hall during bhajans?
1950 saw a new phase in the divine life of Swami. It signified the end of the Pada Mandiram phase of incredible Leelas, Bhajans, Darshans, Sparshans, and Sambhashans, where devotees used to live in close proximity, touching, interacting, and playing with Swami. All these mark the unlimited love of the divine. However, his true mission and incredible life continued to unfold. His rising popularity and stories of miracles also gave a rise to those who were opposed to Swami and his mission. They were very vocal about their objections and disregard. These views reached Swami's brother, Seshamaraju.
Oh dear, why did Sathya throw away his life? He had such a promising future with studies and his wonderfully charming personality. He could have been such a support financially to the family. Instead, he is truly wasting his life. And now, all this public gossip against him. It is intolerable. Why did destiny take a turn for him? I have to write to him to bring him back to his senses.
On the 25th of May, 1947, Swami wrote a historic letter to his brother, Seshamaraju, who had previously written to Swami, expressing his deep disappointment in his brother, who he and the family had high hopes for Swami. Seshamaraju's letter to Swami was fueled by those detractors who spun various stories and libel against Swami as his popularity rose.
The letter, which Swami wrote in effect, was not only meant for Seshamaraju, but for the whole world, where he set out his mission, marking his unlimited love for mankind.
My dear one, whilst your letter contains your devotion, deep affection, regard, and love for me, it also contains undercurrents and doubts and anxiety. Know that people have a variety of attitudes and characteristics, so it is from this
that each will judge from their own nature. Irrespective, we have to stick to our own path, our own resolution, without getting affected by popular views.
Swami further goes on to say that it is only the fruit-laden trees that encounter the most stones hurled at it. The good always provoke the bad, and the bad only provoke the good into doing more good. This is the nature of the world. Do not be surprised when such things happen. Such people ought to be pitied rather than be condemned, for they do not know. They are simply blinded by their own desires, wants, and needs.
We too should not attach any value to such comments and attach any value to such views of the ignorant. Truth will certainly triumph and establish itself, and untruth will certainly fail, although there may be an appearance of the triumph of the untruth. The boat of truth may rock, but it will never sink. Swami himself, in his own words, revealed to us his mission.
Prema Swarupalara, praise and blame do not touch the truth, the Atma. They can only touch the outer frame, that is the role, the outer physical frame only. I have a task to foster all mankind and ensure for them a life full of Ananda. I have a vow to lead all who stray away from the straight path back into goodness and save them. I am attached to the work that I love, to remove the sufferings of the poor and grant them what they lack. I have a reason to be proud, for I rescue all who worship and adore me. I have my definition of the devotion I expect. Those devoted to me have to treat joy and grief, gain and loss with equal fortitude. This means that I will never give up those who attach themselves to me.
Once, around 1947, there was a terrible flood when the Chitravati river burst its bank and the Padamandiram was flooded, washing away many things, and this alarmed many. Destiny played its cards to bring a lady, Sakama, a wealthy resident of Bangalore. She was well known as a philanthropist. The moment she heard of Swami, she came to Puttaparthi and became a devotee immediately. For her, Swami was her child.
Swami, why did you not tell me about this flood? I am ready to buy lands on higher ground in Puttaparthi to ensure that no floods can affect the ashram. And also, I know that millions will come to see you in the future. There must be enough space for a new township, so I'm going to buy land nearby.
She bought 3.86 acres of barren land in 1947, and that land is where today's Prashanti Nilayam stands proud. Sakama was the instrument, the chosen one, to realize the reality of Prashanti Nilayam, which serves millions of devotees even till today. On the historic day of the 23rd of November 1950, Swami's 25th birthday, he formally inaugurated Puttaparthi Mandir by performing the Abhishekam for the idol of the Shirdi Sai Baba.
The daily routine at Prashanti Nilayam was set by Swami, starting with darshan and bhajans twice a day, and then a new routine, that is, the famous interview. In those days, there was not much accommodation, and all the devotees used to stay in the open air under trees. Swami predicted that the hall would be filled with people so full that it will overflow, and that there will be many other buildings in and around the hall, and everything would be overflowing.
Few holy shrines have a more glorious and mystic legend as the holy Badrinath, the remote temple nestled in the majestic Himalayas. Swami first mentioned the trip to Badrinath in 1958 to devotees who were enjoying his presence on the Chitravati sands during a sunset.
Professor Kasturi, sir, please can you tell us about Swami's trip to Badrinath? He travelled there in 1961, didn't he?
Yes, that's right. Swami told devotees he would take those that were eager to Badrinath. He went on to say it is a very significant place for him, as it was the place where he performed penance.
Really? But Swami had not been to Badrinath before that. How could he have performed penance there?
I now remember why Swami made that comment. In the scriptures, it is stated that Narayana himself performed penance at Badrinaksham, where the Badrinath shrine stands today.
Oh, I see. Do tell us what happened on that auspicious trip.
There was an amazing miracle performed on the 17th of June 1961. Swami was in the temple in the morning, and he materialized an idol of the four-armed Narayana, an idol of a golden 1,000-petaled lotus and a Jyotirlinga. It was amazingly beautiful. Swami told those that were there it was the original Jyotirlinga which Adi Shankara brought from Mount Kailash.
Can you imagine the amazement of the devotees that witnessed the event?
That was not all. Swami did not stop there. He materialized a silver vessel. Swami told everyone that it contained the pure waters of Gangodari. Swami did Abhishekam to the manifested lingam, and he further materialized 108 golden bilva leaves and fresh tumi flowers, which he poured on the lingam.
How blessed the devotees who accompanied Swami on that trip were.
Whatever Swami does, it is from his boundless love for humanity, for their benevolence, for their spiritual happiness and bliss. He is indeed the master ocean of love.
Swami's life seemingly appeared to revolve around darshans, bhajans and interviews. However, his divine master plan was being shaped behind the scenes. The various strands of the activities of his mission, namely revival of the Vedas, hospital in 1956, Bal Vikas in 1969, hospital and Sathya Sai Seva Samiti in 1967 were all underpinned by his divine love and determination to give happiness to all and to bring all to the path of Satya and Dharma.
Swami established an entire scriptural tradition in Prashanti Nilayam. He laid the foundation to spread the ancient scriptures from the epicenter of Prashanti Nilayam. This foundation starts with his visits to the Raja of Venkatagiri. One day, the Raja and his family heard that Swami was in Bangalore. When the Raja saw Swami, he fell at his feet crying as he had a vision.
Oh, my Rama, my sweetest Rama, I have seen you at last. My aim and wish has been fulfilled. Swami, you must visit Venkatagiri and stay with us.
I will certainly come.
When the Raja and his family returned to Venkatagiri, the Raja called his eldest son.
Son, I want you to go early tomorrow morning to Puttapati by car to bring Swami here.
Absolutely not, Father. I won't do that at all.
Why? What has happened to you? Remember when we were in Puttapati last week, Swami cured you of your long-standing skin problem.
Yes, I know, and I was grateful then. But I have changed my mind about him now. So please, do not force me to go there or meet him when he comes here.
The Raja, whilst bitter and furious, made alternative plans, and the royal cart was ready to leave early the next day to pick up Swami. However, at 4 a.m. in the morning, the prince ran to his father's room and knocked.
What is it? Why are you here so early? Is everything all right?
Father, I have changed my mind. I will go to pick up Swami after all.
What? Why the change of heart?
I just had a dream. It was so vivid. Swami came and gave me a mango and asked me to eat it. The taste was unimaginably beautiful. Sweet not like any mango I have ever tasted. All along, I cannot forget Swami's motherly loving gaze on me, like a mother watching her child enjoying eating something she gave. He was giving me the most disarmingly sweet smile that I broke into tears of joy and remorse for Swami's motherly love.
When you pick Swami up and on your return, stop at every town and village and send me a telegram. I want to know exactly where you are so that I will make preparations here to give Swami a royal welcome.
Promising to do so, the prince drove to Puttapati, spent a night, and both he and Swami left for Venkatagiri the next day. When they approached the first town, the prince slowed down to ask passers-by the directions.
Is there a problem? Why are you slowing down and asking people directions?
It is my father's instructions that I have to send him a telegram from every town we pass through.
Why?
Father wants to make sure that he is ready to give you the royal welcome when you get to Venkatagiri. So that's why he's ordered me to do this.
Don't worry about it. You won't get into trouble. Just keep driving. Don't stop anywhere. It is not necessary. Why are you bothered? I am here.
So they drove on without sending a telegram. At one place they stopped for lunch. They had some empty vessels. Swami touched them and they were full of sweets. They ate them to their heart's content and started off again. They continued on their journey. As they neared Venkatagiri, the prince became worried.
Welcome, Swami. Welcome to Venkatagiri.
కురుపై నిలచిన సాయికి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం. ప్రేమ కురుపై నిలచిన సాయికి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం.
దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్యా కోటి దండాలు, శతకోటి దండాలు. దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్యా కోటి దండాలు, శతకోటి దండాలు. అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాతొకటే చాలు, నీ మాతొకటే చాలు. దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్యా కోటి దండాలు, శతకోటి దండాలు. అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాటొకటే చాలు, నీ మాటొకటే చాలు. మేడలొద్దు మిద్దెలొద్దు, ఆటలొద్దు పాటలొద్దు. మేడలొద్దు మిద్దెలొద్దు, నీ నీడన ఉంటే చాలు. ఆటలొద్దు పాటలొద్దు, నీ మాట వింటే చాలు. మేడలొద్దు మిద్దెలొద్దు, నీ నీడన ఉంటే చాలు. ఆటలొద్దు పాటలొద్దు, నీ మాట వింటే చాలు. సిరులు వద్దు గిరులు వద్దు, వరద హస్తం ఒకటే చాలు. సిరులు వద్దు గిరులు వద్దు, వరద హస్తం ఒకటే చాలు. గెలుపు వద్దు ఓటమొద్దు, చల్లనైన చూపే చాలు. దండాలయ్య దండాలయ్య కోటి దండాలు, శతకోటి దండాలు. అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాటొకటే చాలు, నీ మాటొకటే చాలు. దండాలయ్యా దండాలయ్య కోటి దండాలు, శతకోటి దండాలు. అండనుండే స్వామివి నీవని మాటొకటే చాలు, నీ మాటొకటే చాలు.
After dinner, when Swami had retired to his room, the prince apologized to the king.
Sorry, Father, I could not send any telegrams because Swami did not allow me to stop the car. But I am curious. How did you know what time we were arriving? You and the whole welcome party were ready at the gate to welcome Swami.
What are you talking about? Look at these. How many telegrams you sent?
But I did not.
Suddenly, the realization struck, and both looked at each other with a smile. Swami had made his entrance into the palace with this wonderful Leela. In whatever Swami does, there is a reason, and in this case, it was the introduction and establishment of the ancient Vedic traditions in the nerve center of Prashanti Nilayam. However, to win the hearts and minds of the scholars took 4 to 5 years. The Raja organized gatherings for scholars to discuss Vedas.
Why does the Raja like Sai Baba so much? It really is difficult for us to say anything against him, as the Raja is our patron.
You are right. He is young and never went to a proper school to learn the scriptures and Vedas. And he's also a magician. Did you know that?
Let's ask him a few questions on Vedas and philosophy. I am sure he cannot answer them. Then the Raja will learn the truth.
Yes, let's start our usual discussions about the Vedas, as we normally do, and see what Sai Baba does. We cannot ask him questions, as that may offend the Maharaja, as Sai Baba is his guest.
It was very obvious what these great scholars at Venkatagiri were trying to do. Swami was calmly listening. He sat amongst them, although they appeared to have a dislike for him.
As the discussions were going on, they ignored Swami and were discussing deep philosophical topics, when suddenly there was a lull in the discussion, and Swami, in his usual lilting voice, spoke about the greatest depths of philosophy in the midst of this great scholarly crowd.
What a wonderful exposition! You deserve a standing ovation. Swami, forgive us. We came here to defy you, but we are defied.
Swami got to know these scholars, and eventually, after 5 years, the scholars came to Puttaparthi to do yagnas and Vedic chanting, which continues until today across the Sai organizations of the world. This realized Swami's mission to revive the ancient pathways of Vedic traditions.
Swami, in his infinite love, against all social norms at that time, established the Vedic culture to awaken the consciousness of soul, the Atma. He even addressed all as Atma Swarupulara. The Vedas are the most ancient amongst the world's scriptures. They are a vast storehouse of wisdom. They enabled man to have an overview of the universe. The divine mission is to help us realize and manifest this innate truth, and help others to realize the same truth. The realization of Atma is what Swami calls the sacred truth. I am in the light is in me, I am the light.
the events leading up to the memorable Guru Purnima of Saturday, the 6th July 1963, and the tremendous miracle Swami manifested on the day itself is such a significant incident, underlining the altruistic and selfless love of Swami. These astonishing and unforgettable series of events started on the evening of the 28th June 1963, when Swami called for Kasturi.
Kasturi, Guru Purnima is in 7 days' time. I want you to make an announcement to the devotees that Swami will stop giving darshans and interviews for the next 7 days.
Okay, Swami, but could I ask why? Are you alright? Is Swami going somewhere? There are many already gathered in anticipation of the Guru Purnima celebrations.
Kasturi, just wait and watch and let destiny unfold.
And indeed, Professor Kasturi, along with Professor Venkatraman and Raja Reddy, were witness to a truly remarkable miracle which occurred over the following 7 days. Some years later, they met and recollected the events that occurred.
Sairam, Professor Kasturi, and Raja, it is good to see you both again. How are you both? I am reminded of the events we experienced together in June 1963. We could not have imagined what would happen. We were all present on the morning of June 29th at around 6:30 a.m. Swami was going into his room above the Bhajan hall. Both of you were directly behind Swami, following him. Suddenly, he told you that he was not feeling too good and that he was unable to breathe. And before anyone could even say anything, Swami collapsed to the floor.
Yes, I reacted immediately to shield Swami's head to protect him as much as possible from the fall. Swami's body on the left side was completely still and contorted with paralysis, but we could see there was intense pain.
It was so difficult to see Swami in such pain, but we knew that sometimes this would happen when he was helping someone. But this time it seemed to be different and did not pass.
Yes, I remember we called the doctor, but Swami refused to take any medication, even in his comatose state. His will prevailed. This was one of the darkest times, as it looked very serious, and over the course of 6 days, there were 3 to 4 heart attacks suffered by the physical body of Swami.
None of us knew what to do. We could only stand by and watch. The doctors could not do anything either. Professor Kasturi, sir, you and I stayed by Swami's side for the entire duration of the 7 days.
On the 7th day, the day of Guru Purnima, Swami regained consciousness, for which we were thankful. But then he signalled to be taken downstairs for darshan and to speak to devotees. We were all shocked.
We all wondered how Swami would be able to speak to devotees given his condition. But he was insistent.
Having managed to bring Swami's paralyzed body downstairs and seated in the hall, Swami signaled to you.
Yes, he gave me an instruction
to make an announcement to devotees. I can still remember this announcement to this day. This is not Swami's illness. This is an illness which Swami has taken on in order to save someone. Swami has no illness, nor will he get ill at any time. The Atma has no illness. You must all be happy. That alone will make Swami happy. Your joy is Swami's food. Now Swami will speak.
To the utter astonishment of all present, the mic was placed before Swami. Everyone wondered how Swami was going to speak. He was already propped up by pillows on the chair, with the paralyzed left arm laid over a pillow placed on his lap.
But then, somehow, he began to speak. And after he sprinkled some water on his left stricken arm, it immediately sprung to life, completely cured. And he did the same with his left leg. He stood up to the gasp of all present. What a miracle! I can still remember his discourse.
Atma Swarupulara. For those who have no refuge, God is the refuge. That is exactly the reason I had to take on the disease that one helpless devotee was to get. He had to suffer this dire illness, as well as the 4 heart attacks that accompanied it, and he would not have survived it. So, according to my dharma of protection of devotees, I had to rescue him. Of course, this is not the first time that I have taken on the illness of persons whom I wanted to save. Even in the previous body at Shirdi, I had this responsibility. The suffering that you saw was too much for this particular devotee, so I had to save him by going through it myself. This is my Leela, my nature. It is part of the task for which I have come, the protection of disciples.
Subramanyam, Subramanyam, Shanmughanatha, Subramanyam. Subramanyam, Subramanyam, Bhajanath, Subramanyam. Subramanyam, Subramanyam, Shanmukhanatha, Subramanyam. Shiva, 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 Subramanyam, Hara, 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 Subramanyam. Shiva, Shiva, Hara, Hara, Subramanyam, Hara, Hara, Shiva, Shiva, Subramanyam. Shiva, Shiva, Hara, Hara, Subramanyam, Hara, Hara, Shiva, Shiva, Subramanyam. Subramanyam, Subramanyam, Shanmukhanatha, Subramanyam. Subramanyam, Subram, Shanmukhanatha, Subramanyam.
Can we have another round of applause for our amazing students? Next up, I would kindly request Shittu Chudasama, the chairman of Zone 6 of Sri Sathya Sai Global, to say a few words. He was also an ex-Balika student, and we are privileged to have him here today. Thanks. Can we have a round of applause for him?
Slight correction, not ex-Balvikas. I will always be a Balvikas student. I think that was utterly, amazingly, brilliantly fantastic. And what an amazing performance. I think the children all took us back to those wonderful golden days that would have happened in Puttaparthi that unfortunately we weren't part of. But it felt, watching them today, that we were there every step of the way. So I think they deserve a humongous round of applause. The children at Merton are really exceptional, and it takes me back. So I first stepped foot in this hallowed ground when I was 9 years old, and now I'm an old man, and it's just so amazing to see that the wonderful work that Merton Sai Centre are doing over the decades just keeps getting better and better and better, transforming our children's lives because they are the future of this organization. And you know me, I'm very, very biased towards Balvikas. I think it's the best wing. I think it's absolutely the best because the transformation that happens through our children during the Balvikas process is a miracle in itself. And you know, I know it's been a long evening, and I just want to leave all the parents and the children with this one thought, that you know, when you're a Balvikas student, Swami will always take care of you. He will take care of your studies, he will take care of your lives, he will take care of your parents and your grandparents. He will always, always look after you. So always carry on coming to Balvikas. Make sure the parents, make sure you send them right through to the end, because I promise you that these children are no ordinary children. They are really blessed and divine souls, and the difference that they're going to make over the coming years and the decades on this planet, we don't know. So I'm going to leave you with that. Please give them a big round of applause. Jai Sai Ram.
Finally, that concludes this year's presentations, and we pray for Swami for his guidance and blessings now and forever. As a parting thought, we will end on Swami's word.
Respect your mother, obey her commands, give her the utmost importance in human life. There may be a wicked son, but not a wicked mother. It is because of the noble feelings of the mothers that children become virtuous, intelligent, attain exalted positions, and earn name and fame. The mother fosters you, nourishes you, knows your choices, preferences, and fulfills all your needs. So be grateful to your mother always. Mother protects and helps her children always, in many ways and even after her death. Mother protects always. Never disrespect your mother or disappoint her or hurt her feelings. Try to satisfy her in all the respects. Only then will the seed of devotion sprout in you. Everyone should follow the dictum, Matru Devo Bhava, Mother is God, in letter and spirit, and receive their mother's love.
Everyone should treasure in their heart love for their mother, who has birthed them, reared them with love, and fostered them with care. The person who forfeits their mother's love will not earn anyone's love. Let the divine love of our mother's garland be worn with dignity and pride as we reach the 50th year milestone of the SSC program. We will now have some more bhajan singing and conclude today's program with the Arati. Thank you.
Jai Sai Ram.
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha,
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha,
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha.
Deenabandhu Sainatha, Karuna Sindhu Jagannatha,
Deenabandhu Sainatha, Karuna Sindhu Jagannatha.
Deenabandhu Sainatha, Karuna Sindhu Jagannatha,
Deenabandhu Sainatha, Karuna Sindhu Jagannatha.
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha,
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha.
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha,
Hey Sai Jagannatha, Hey Sai Jagannatha.
Hey Shirdi Jagannatha, Hey Patri Jagannatha. Jagannatha Bandhu Sai Nata Karuna Sindhu Jagannatha Jagannatha He Sai Jagannatha He Sai Jagannatha He Sai Jagannatha He Sai Jagannatha He Shirdi Jagannatha He Pati Jagannatha He Sai Jagannatha He Shirdi Jagannatha He Pati Jagannatha He Sai Jagannatha He Shirdi Jagannatha He Pati Jagannatha He Sai Jagannatha He Shirdi मन बंगारू पति बाबा बंगारू पति बाबा मन बंगारू पति बाबा मन श्रृंगारू बदना साई मन श्रृंगारू बदना साई मन श्रृंगार बदना साई मन बंगारू पति बाबा मन बंगारू पति बाबा अंतरयामी बाबा अंतरयामी बाबा अंतरयामी बाबा अंतरयामी बाबा अंतरयामी साई अंतरयामी साई मन अंतरयामी साई अंतरयामी साई मन बंगारू पति बाबा मन श्रृंगारू बदना साई मन बंगारू पति बाबा बंगारू पति बाबा अंतरयामी बाबा अंतरयामी बाबा अंतरयामी साई अंतरयामी साई अंतरयामी साई अंतरयामी साई मन बंगारू पति बाबा ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया ईशा महेशा श्री साईशा ईशा महेशा श्री साईशा युग अवतारा साईशा युग अवतारा ईशा महेशा श्री साई ईशा युगावतारा साई ईशा पूर्णावतारा साई ईशा प्रेमावतारा साई ईशा ईश्वराम्बा प्रियतनया
Ashtottaram Sargamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mridorma Amidam Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Tat Sat Shri Narayanadu Purushottama Guruto Sita Bhottato Chandravinayaka Jasita Pavakato Namastato Yaduvanshadvito Yeshupita Prabhuto Rudra Vishnuto Ramakrishnato Pragimataroto Vasudevato Vishwarupato Chitanandaharito Agnineyato Agadhanirvaya Atmalinga Shivato Baba Atmalinga Shivato Baba Atmalinga Shivato
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Samasta loka
Sukhino bhavantu.
Samasta loka Sukhino bhavantu. Samasta loka Sukhino bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagavan Shri Sathya Sai Baba Ji ki.
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्।